far as we know, we are the foremost experts on the use of marijuana in this country. And the government hasn't offered to sit down and talk to us. They haven't offered to work with our university to find out what the facts are. No. What they do is they point guns at us, as if pointing a gun at a human being is going to change that human being's thought process and lifestyle. Like they keep thinking that if they threaten to kill us, that we're going to somehow turn into what would we turn into? Housebreakers, car thieves. What would we turn into? Honest, respectable thieves, or honest, respectable criminals? We're not criminals, and we are not going to be looked upon as criminals. And go ahead.
What's your advice to people who get charged with marijuana and
plead not guilty and fight back.
Yes.
And don't hire a lawyer. Fight back and learn how to do it. If necessary, come to university. We'll give you as much help as we can, and as much help as you can stand. If you want to fight back, plead not guilty. Plead not guilty, and then you'll get some results. Until the people in this country start pleading not guilty, nothing will happen. Because then the bottom line is still they're making money. You see, you have to realize that Brian works for a company, and the company's bottom line is the dollar. And so as long as Bob Ray and Brian and politicians like that see the bottom line as making money, and you got to remember that every young person that goes in there promises to pay between $200 and sometimes $1,500 just for associating with a beautiful plant like this, with an herb that can do no harm to anyone, and they're being taken into a criminal court and being made to feel like criminals, and then being having money extorted from them on the basis of, if you don't give us the money, we'll put you in jail, or we'll even make your life more miserable. Now, that's what they do to the people. So the bottom line at the end of the day is, how much money did that judge extract from these poor people?
In the face of all the battles,
Sure.
why do you keep on fighting these battles? Don't you ever get discouraged and say, I'm going to go get a job in a factory? Or serving burgers or whatever?
Well, first of all, who would hire me? I don't have the ability to grovel anymore. So who would hire me? Secondly, what would I want to do other than God's work? I believe that if I'm not doing God's work, then I have to learn to grovel, and I can't. It's just I can't do that. I have to be a human being. Otherwise, how could I be an example of what a man has to be eventually? I have to be honest. Otherwise, what's the use of my being alive? What's the use of my having lived all these years if all I have, if I've learned nothing? I have to give back what's been given to me.
Brother Walter, Sister Joanne, and Brother Michael are not camera shy, as this photo from Hamilton magazine clearly shows. And they've sold hemp clothing, not just smoked a plant. Here, the brothers display their courtroom attire on the front cover of a church newsletter. They've also been active in the political arena. Here's Brother Walter's famous poster from the 1974 federal election. And here's Brother Walter with his video camera. He still hasn't been able to convince judges to let him use it in their courts. Libertarians believe in minimum government regulation. Brother Walter was a natural candidate. And Brother Michael has run 3 times for mayor of Hamilton. He got 7,000 votes in one year